AI against us to create false images.
Literally.
And
Deep fakes. Fake news.
I have to protest against that. Like, no, you do not have the right to make
You're
fake
just
images of
making
me.
Theo make a bigger tinfoil hat. Like, that's all they're doing.
Oh, that was awesome. Already 10 gallons.
Theo's slowly just gonna make a full tinfoil suit. It's fine.
Oh my goodness.
I already lined one of my suits of armor with it.
Hey Tyson, you've got 10 seconds at least.
Woo!
Okay.
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 Have you tried repasting your chip?
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
I think I need a new CPU cooler, definitely, but that's I've been saying that for a while now.
Yeah.
The problem is that it's not hot enough for it to be really a problem. From the data, it shouldn't be. Like, it is running hot, but it is not running hot enough to start thermal throttling. I just annoyed. Sorry. You go, Danny.
What if you have a bad thermostat?
Oh, no.
Anyways, continue.
What if you just don't know how to read?
Oh my god.
No, because I remember last week you commented on like only Mordecai using their familiar, but I literally first line was Josie used Pidgey to find the locket. So proof.
Yeah, I feel like Pidgey has been used the most.
I don't even remember half
So
your guys'
just-
familiars.
I've literally never used mine once.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Theo's is. Everyone else had like.
It's a dumbbell.
I have an idea, but.
Theo is not
It is in
responsible.
fact a dumbbell. Theo's got a pet rock.
You would like to give
that's
Theo more
cute.
life to take care of? Irresponsible.
I actually think having a pet rock is genius.
So every time he gives the hell back,
Oh.
it's just throwing it. Or like,
All right, hold on. I'm being talked into this.
He's opening up Hero Forge.
I'm only thinking of the clip of SpongeBob. That's okay, Rocky. You go when you're ready.
I was gonna say it has to be named Rocky. Stupid.
Also, wow, I just spell everyone's names wrong differently every time I write it.
Name it Marbles, so that when you lose it, you can say you've lost your marbles.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
Yeah, rewatching last week, Tony, all your confessions made me so sad.
Oh yeah, you guys played like Truth or Truth, or like two truths and a lie.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a weird
That was-
knockoff.
Wasn't it 2 truths and no lies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said either both lies or both truths, and you had to guess which one.
The way I almost guessed wrong when you were like, I have a twin, or you don't have a twin, and I'm like, this could be like a long con. You could have been lying the whole time, and you just.
I want it to seem like anything Tony says could be a lie at any time.
That's what I believe, yeah. I did also write, bruh, Tony thinks I'm still engaged to Raylo. Fuck that. So. I started writing like I was drunk in the second half of my note.
I feel like if I start talking, you're gonna freeze again. Because that whole time, you've remained unfrozen.
Well, only one way to find out.
Y'all go to sleep. It's the next morning you all wake up. I need Tony and Cordelia to give me a Constitution saving throw. DC of 20.
Oh, God. I got 9.
7.
Y'all are hungover. You guys will have disadvantage on all perception checks. And you will have -5. So everybody takes a long rest. You guys still get the advantages of that. You guys will just have a -5 to your hit points.
That's fine. I accept these consequences.
All right. Oh, okay. You guys all come down the stairs into the family area, and you see that Raylo is not moved at all and is sitting in the same exact position, staring out the window for when you all last saw him. But he seems to almost be in like a trance-like state.
Did someone at least remember to plug Raylo in overnight?
I thought it was.
You try like putting him in the sun.
I thought he hated the sun. I thought he liked shadows.
Dude, who fucking knows what that guy's doing right now?
I mean, now he's got like that fake tan situation going on, so like maybe he likes the sun now.
The new hairdo is not doing him any favors. I liked him better when he was emo.
I feel like I'm not allowed to comment on my opinion of his appearance. So.
Single
He advised everyone. Last night while I was sleeping, he did stand over me for about 3 hours staring at me, muttering to himself. So just be aware. These things can happen.
That's good. These are all good things.
Tyson, I'm going to go to the kitchen, honestly, because I think after the potion I drank, I'm starving. Is there anything in the kitchen to eat, or are we just, like, in a fucking rickety shack that's been abandoned for 100 years?
It's actually super well stocked. This is actually the safe house.
Please make it
for the Soprano family. So anytime shit hits the fan, this is where the family comes. Also, they spend summers here.
Isn't the family in a completely different... Isn't the Soprano Manor in a completely different realm to this?
They have safe houses in many different areas across the globe.
Okay.
But this is their summer cottage.
Okay.
Do they have any bloody red meat?
There's a full meat and wine cellar in the basement.
Yeah, I sniff the hell out of that and I go down there.
There's just gonna be a bunch of jerky down there when you're done.
Hey,
You head into the basement and Coco, you see that there's somebody down there.
Do I recognize this person?
You do. You see Lorraine is grabbing a bunch of different items.
I turn around. I'm literally sick to my stomach.
Lorraine says, Coco, wait.
Yes, Lorraine.
Thank you.
For what?
For helping me.
And?
Saving my life?
You're welcome. But
I'm sorry.
I just wanna... Ugh. Lorraine.
That's fair.
I'm just sick of ya. I'm sick of ya. And now you're in the way of my food. I'm trying to eat.
I was gonna cook breakfast for everyone as a sign of my appreciation.
Well, I hope that means you're going upstairs to the kitchen so I can have a moment here in this cellar. And I can enjoy my bloody meat.
She goes, prime rib is on the top shelf, and then heads upstairs.
As she like walks past me, I'm gonna be like,
She sighs heavily and then heads up the stairs.
no, I want to make sure I want to do it behind her back so she doesn't see.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna go to my meat. And I'm gonna sulk in the corner.
Perfect. Everyone else, you guys see Lorraine coming up out of the cellar, carrying bundles of food. She's got some bacon. She's got some eggs. She's got lots of vegetables, and she kind of begins starting to prepare a breakfast for you guys.
I'm just gonna start helping her out wherever I can. I think I'll start, braising up some of that meat or whatever.
Awesome.
I'm gonna sit on the counter and ask 1,000 questions.
Okay, shoot.
Get started.
What's this? And I'm holding up a bell pepper.
Lorraine goes, that's a bell pepper.
Oh. What's this? And I'm gonna hold up a red bell pepper.
That's still a bell pepper?
Mm-hmm. Write that down.
I imagine this is very much how the rest of this conversation goes.
Yeah. I have nothing meaningful to add here.
I swear to God, if you're about to ask what a yellow bell pepper was, I was going to throw a rolling pin at you.
That is the next in my line of questions.
Lorraine goes, it's okay. I just want to say I'm really thankful. And I'm sorry that I got dragged into this mess, and I dragged you all into this mess. And Coco, I know, hates me. Understandable. It's been a complicated year.
Not really though. Like I'm like laying with my face on the counter on like
Not
it's
really?
cold and it feels nice. I'm like, I still don't understand why she hates you so much. Like,
Yeah, that's even
I don't get it.
an enigma to me as well. I don't get it.
yeah. Oh, you were always nice to us.
Yeah, I don't know. Things are just kind of weird. They were always weird. But like, I just want you to know that like I'm gonna tell everybody when we get back to campus what really happened, and that Coco is innocent and that she tried to save us that night. But I got bit.
Can we get that in writing?
She hands over a piece of paper. She takes it out of her pocket and hands it actually over to Cordelia and goes, I thought you'd want to release this in the startle.
So why are you giving this to me?
Don't you work in the startup, Cordelia?
No, remember I can't do any extracurriculars.
So you can't work for the Star anymore, but like we kind of all know that you and Theo and Josie started a secret underground newspaper. Because
I mean this with no, please. Why?
when you guys were distributing it, Theo kept going, "Shh, you can't see me," as he would pass them out to other people.
So you believe that I wrote a newspaper?
I was gonna say, like, I mean this with all the respect in the world.
Theo's currently eating a bell pepper like an apple.
Okay, my
Theo,
sister does that, so I can't
sometimes
judge that too
genius
harshly.
is just misunderstood, and she puts a plate of fresh breakfast in front of you.
But also, like, I was never handing out papers. Do I look like I do manual labor?
Trust me, she's never helped us in a fight once before.
I help indifferently.
Give me a deception check.
I'm technically not lying. I would never have actually handed out the paper myself.
The issue is that you're clearly denying being involved in the startle. That's the deception.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm using one of my portents because that was a 2. 18.
Well, then maybe you, Theo, and she passes it over to Theo. Maybe you can know who to give this to. And she kind of gives you some side eye, Cordelia, as you can see that she has hideout. So, I don't want to be like, ungrateful, but like, what is our next move?
Well,
there
probably
any-
finding a better spot than this to hide it.
From the cellar, you're gonna hear our plan. Our. You
I did say
your-
your plan.
Is there any alcohol left from last night?
There is.
Okay, Tony's gonna go into one of the cabinets and just grab a coffee mug and then just pour it into the mug and then start drinking.
Oh my god, give me some
a-
of that, please. I am begging you.
Give me a
Order-
constitution check.
I smell that shit and I come up.
Yeah, I also would like some of that.
Perfect. Anybody who's partaking of alcohol, give me a constitution check.
14.
God, I'm rolling
You-
like shit. I got a nat 1.
Okay. Tony, you drink
I
it
feel like this
and
for a while.
you start to feel a little better. You are only going to be reduced by -3 instead of -5 for hit points. So you gain back 2 of your hit points. You still have disadvantage on perception checks. However, if you continue to drink alcohol, there is a 50-50 chance you will either cure your ailments or you will get even more drunk and hungover. Cordelia, you take one sip of the alcohol and begin to projectile vomit right next to you. I need everyone at the kitchen table to give me a dex saving throw to see if you get out of the splash zone.
Oh.
Listen, Cordy is at rock bottom right now.
Oh, I got a 6.
I've gone full Coco.
I got a 12.
9.
The DC is 10, so be that as you will.
Oh, it got on me.
Yuck.
I also got a 19 for just the drinking.
Or kind of
Um,
with a cooking apron.
You feel good, Coco.
Okay.
In fact, you're a little you're vibey right now. You're
I don't even care that this puke got on me. I'm fed. I am drinking, and I'm ignoring Lorraine. And maybe life isn't so bad.
you see Cordelia's father come down the stairs. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing. Oh God.
Yeah, they're not doing much better, sir. It's about 12 hours has not made a difference, apparently.
Oh. All right. Well.
Can I hand him like a plate full of eggs that looks suspiciously similar, but is not the vomit? Just to see how he reacts.
He takes it, he looks at it, he sniffs it, and he goes, "Oh, quite a delicacy." He goes to the kitchen, to the fridge, and grabs hot sauce and just starts dousing it in hot sauce to eat it. Well, Cordelia, how are you feeling this morning?
Clearly, I'm doing great. Throw up again.
Goodness. Well, I want to thank you all for keeping my daughter safe over these last few years, as well as empowering her to be her own individual.
But may I interrupt, sir, with all due respect, that one she did entirely on her own. She has absolutely no control over herself, but somehow does.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply that that she wasn't capable.
You sure
Listen.
did. Have my whole life.
Sorry for the interruption. Continue, sir.
No, I quite deserve all of that. I want to discuss with you all what our next moves are going to be. As much as I would love for us to stay here indefinitely, events are laid out that could be of grave danger to not only us, but the world and even the multiverse as we know it.
And just to double check in front of you, as I'm feeling pretty casual with this drink Tony made me. But do we want you in our plans? I'm just double checking. Just double checking.
Real quick, sir, my understanding is that you've been to a significant degree in close proximity to the cult for a while now, no?
That would
a degree of
be
leadership, one would say?
I think a degree of leadership is a strong word to use. You see,
But also the right word?
Well, let me put it this way. When a king is crowned and his children are in succession, who holds more power, the oldest or the youngest son?
Usually the oldest.
Correct. I'm like the youngest son. I had a seat at the table, but nobody gave a fuck about what I thought.
I see. But the reason I ask this question is that in terms of any sort of information that can give us an edge on this cult in this war, we are sorely lacking. And I'm wondering if, A, you know how close they are to achieving their plans, because I know that they're trying to resurrect this Blood Lord, but I know that they need Cordelia's blood in the sarcophagus to do so. Last I checked, they were close to fulfilling that. And then I need to know, like, what their next steps would be after all of this, if you would know.
I do. So, the master goal of this organization is to indeed resurrect my grandfather into the avatar known as the Blood Lord. However, there is a greater plan in which they need Cordelia to accomplish that. Him resurrecting into the Bloodlord requires the 5 vestiges of Strixhaven. Have you obtained any of those items?
No, we literally have not been able to make any progress on them. I think we know the one. We have ideas on how to reach the one at the bottom of the bottomless pit, but surprisingly, when the mystical dragon approached me and I think Theo about this, the mystical dragon had very little help to offer us in completing this monumental task, which is I found kind of suspicious considering the fate of multiverse. But no, the short answer is no. We have not been able to make much progress.
I might be able to shed some light on the reason why the dragons don't know much about the locations. It was a security failsafe. You see, if they were ever compromised, knowing where those lie would be very beneficial if the dragons didn't know. Also, I don't know if you know this about academics, but they're kind of insufferable.
Yeah.
We are so aware.
Yeah. College is fun, except when it's not. Do you have the Phoenix key?
You're talking
The
about
Philosopher's Stone.
Yes, I do have that. It's hidden away right now, and as far as I know, the cult does not know where it exists, and hopefully it remains that way. But
Good.
I am
Good.
reluctant to bring it out of its hiding spot.
You see, those vestiges, while powerful objects, and will definitely be an issue if we run into those that have them, especially multiples of them. They cannot fully unlock the Blood Queen's revival without the Philosopher's Stone. As far as I know, they've obtained 2 of the vestiges.
Which ones and how, if you know?
The time. Sorry, I'm gonna have to pull this up.
Time turner.
Is the time turner a vestige?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Fuck. Mate.
I'll start with this. Chaos Emeralds. Where do I see what's pinned? Teach me how
You have to
chat
go to
works.
pinned messages.
Is that
Yeah,
at
on
the
the
very
top.
top?
Mhm. Next to
Oh, there
Like
we
if
go.
you pin and unpin something, you can get there faster.
Okay.
If you're looking for the verse thing, I can send it to the chat again.
So they have the curve of time, and they have the root. I'm going to go into more detail, but I'm going to have to go deep through my notes to figure out where all that was from. But essentially, they have 2 of the vestiges. These are powerful objects, as I'm sure you've seen. You've interacted, I hear, with the lack of a better term, the time turner. When paired with the Philosopher's Stone, it can amplify its powers. Whereas right now its limit is about 48 hours. With the Philosopher's Stone, it could be years, even millennia, which you can see would have very devastating consequences under the wrong hands.
Sure.
They need all 5 of the objects to release the Blood Lord, or the Blood Queen, who's an ancient demon. In fact, an old and ancient demon, to bring them through. The Blood Queen is actually the source of the cult's power. It's the source of Cordelia's powers, is through her. That's what the contract states. You see, my father Exodus Nar made the original blood pact and treated with the Blood Queen that he and his lineage would bring her back and in exchange be granted their powers. So we have two folds of problems. The first problem is him regaining full strength and becoming the avatar of the Blood Lord. And the second problem would be that of the Blood Queen coming back, in which it would be cataclysmic.
Agreed. We have a third slightly distracting promise, or a problem in the immediate, as I understand, is that in light of your daughter slighting Zato, he's probably going to march on Avencia, no? He's trying to seek his own stake of power in this game?
He is, and he's weaved into this web as well. Zato's family years and centuries ago, when the Blood Queen was sealed away, there were two individuals in particular who helped accomplish that. There was the High Priestess, and there was the sworn defender and knight that actually did battle against the original Blood Lord, who was not my grandfather, was the champion before him. The High Priestess is who Cordelia's family, our family, delineates from. Zato is a direct descendant of both the Blood Lord and the Knight, as they were brothers. Zato's family feels they are entitled to the throne and entitled through the lineage of the Blood Queen themselves. Zato's family joined the cult as a means of trying to bring this about. Now, they do believe that they are entitled, but without it being a full-on war and incursion, they can't seize power with force. Or at least if they did, it would be very difficult to try and convince our kingdom's peoples not to revolt again, leading to what was the original civil war between our two kingdoms. So he needs Cordelia. That is very much true. What I wouldn't be surprised with is if Zato was marching here now, or trying to find us, to try and bring Cordelia back. What I imagine will be his play, and what I heard in my time incarcerated, is they plan to convince the kingdoms that Cordelia has been kidnapped by your party and that you are fugitives on the run. So Avencia and Raylo's kingdom, Shadowkai. No, that's not what it's called. What's it called? Kydovia.
Kydovia. Too much shadows. And hard Ks.
Their kingdom will undoubtedly be looking out for you and your friends.
So, ergo, not safe for us to continue to remain in these lands.
But what if I, came out and said that they didn't kidnap me?
We need to be strategic about how we need to be very strategic about how we release that information, but I do believe that would be in our best interest to try and combat the campaign. The issue is it would have to be a campaign to try and convince the kingdoms of Zato's wrongdoings and of your intentions.
Slightly changing the subject, or at least the direction of this conversation. Raylo and I went into the same black site prison that you did. Don't worry about it, Danny. And we found his mother there, and they were doing rituals with her. What does she represent to the cult?
Twofold. Raylo's mother was both the highest noble ranking in the family. They too are a descendant of both the original Bloodlord and the champion. So the easy political play is they need Raylo's mother to be out of the way so that the right of the king would pass to Zato's father. So that was the surface layer political aspect. The other larger context is the Raven Queen is in direct opposition of the Bloodlord and the Blood Queen. Raylo's mother was the champion. Therefore, she could prove to be a formidable foe in stopping the plans of the cult.
Is the Raven Queen like on par with the Blood Queen in terms of their, prowess, their powers?
The Raven Queen is an actual deity. The Blood Queen is a ancient, for lack of a better term, abomination of chaos and demonic influence. They are both formidable in power, but who's to say one is stronger than the other? All determines by the amount of followers one has. But if the Raven Queen chose to intervene in this war, it would be a very hard obstacle for the cult to overcome. So removing Raylo's mother was seen as a two birds, one stone move.
Now that she's gone, is there a new champion?
He turns over and looks into the hallway where you guys can see Raylo sitting on the couch. I believe they have.
Mordecai's just gonna side this way. That explains why he was talking like a fucking goody two-shoes last night.
Tony's gonna pour more alcohol in Cordelia's cup.
Oh my god, thank you.
Okay, so if we leave this plane of existence, either return to Strixhaven or go elsewhere, obviously that gets rid of the danger of Zato hunting us down. Does he pose, if we do leave though, does he pose a threat to the rest of Avencia? Are we... I can't believe I'm asking it. Do Avencia and Kaidova stand to lose if we leave and try to save our own skin?
If you leave and try and save your own skin, the future is not determined, but I will say it leaves Avencia very vulnerable. The cult has been intercepting, infecting, and replacing leadership of Avencia for a long time now, and they are much more amenable to Kaidova. In fact, the plan was, once Cordelia was to be married to Prince Zato, and this is something that I just recently found out. This is not something that I knew at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That the armies would converge into one, and Kaidova would take control of both armies and essentially create military law.
I'm curious how recent you figure that out, but not for the reason you're going to think, and I also can't tell you why.
It was when I was in re-education that I learned a lot of this.
Oh, alright. Just good to know.
There was
Okay,
two
so-
members of the council that were not a part of the cult.
Only
Marcus,
That-
Mark is my guy. Never betrayed me once.
well,
He was an incompetent
Yeah, it's so
kid.
bold of you to call him your guy.
no,
Look.
bold of you to say that he never betrayed you. I guess he just was a terrible.
He never meant, like, his intention was not to betray me. He was just incompetent. I don't know. We'll figure out what we do with him later, but competence could be.
It was him who was the head of commerce, and it was also the head of medicine on the council. Everyone else at some point had been swapped out with those either directly tied to the cult or those amenable to Kaidova or the cult. Now, the people...
Does go for it.
No, you can answer your question.
Do we think the cult knows that Morbelliana is dead
I mean,
and that there's a new champion?
there's a good chance they know, because as we were leaving that prison, Exosnar stared Raylo and I down as we were carrying his mother. I don't know if they assumed that meant
But she was still alive when you left.
I mean, trust me, she fainted on me when I was trying to get her out of there too. So it wasn't just in the carriage that she had troubles.
And he looks back over at Raylo, and then he looks back over at you. Did Raylo take on any new forms while you were in the presence of Exodus Nar?
This is Simon talking. I actually don't know if Mordecai was in the room for that. I thought he was in the hallway when that happened.
So answer how
I
you...
think if I remember,
Yeah,
he
go for it.
went into the hallway with the wings, but
Well, that was 8:30:20.
Raylo, or Mordecai, you being a very perceptive person, did notice that Raylo looked different as he came into the hallway to escape.
You know, now that you mention it, he did look a little bit more avian. He definitely had wings, which I don't remember him using before, so...
Then I think it's
I
safe to
guess-
assume that Exodus Nar knows that Raylo is the new champion.
Oh, this just crossed my mind, because we have this problem with Cordelia. Can he see and hear through you right now?
Through me,
Yeah.
he pulls out a necklace and he goes, "This should protect any in my presence from his thoughts."
you had that this whole time.
Mordecai's going to turn to Cordelia. Put your glasses
Do
on.
you
whatever
have your
fuck they are.
diadem?
My crown has been on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been on.
I gave you that gift for a reason.
I haven't taken it off.
Your father says, "Good, then the gift I gave you is working."
Okay. So the
That does
immediate,
not. Okay.
the immediate solvable is finding a safe place to live for now. I would say next step, looking to, and I'm going to glance at Lorraine and around, is to clear our names in the school, because that's probably going to be the best place for us to go back to. Well, I don't know if it's the best place, but it's probably where we need to be to find these artifacts. And I say we jump down that bottomless pit and see if we
MacGuffin.
can find this before they do.
I still have so many scrolls of fly. I bought them like months ago.
I have a potion of featherfall, so. But yeah, those to answer.
I know
your,
Raylo mentioned something about a safe house, but
I mean, if
I
it's
don't
in-
know that
in
he's
Kaidova,
talking much
there's
right now.
No point going to Kaidova if it's gonna be crawling with guard. I'd rather go back to
I mean,
school.
what is the Hells an option? Or like, I don't know where the rest of y'all are from. We got the big orange, but
Again, Mordecai's gonna glance down the hallway. I don't know if this guy's gonna be in the Hells anymore. So, yeah.
Clearly, I'm no help here, so I've got nothing for us.
I mean, the werewolves aren't chasing me after right now. And I'd be down for the school to stop chasing me. So if we can clear our name, that would be pretty cool. But also, fuck that school. Also, it'd be awesome to go back and be like, told you so.
Wait, do you?
Lorraine's also like nonstop apologizing to me, and it's like kind of excessive. Like, oh my god, girl, we get it. But if you could do that to
right there.
school, that'd be great.
Well, I might know one thing that could help us clear our names there. I know who all the infected teachers are. The ones they swapped out.
Infected by old or infected by the Lycran?
How do you know this?
So, when I was transformed and under the Alpha's dominion, I was very privy to those plans since one of the teachers there was the other werewolf that was turned. See, some of the teachers, a few of them are just terrible people, and they willingly chose to be recruited into the ranks. But most of those that resisted were swapped out for doppelgangers, or those that were taking the shapeshifter potion that the Alto family was supplying them.
Wait, it's the whole Alto family, not just Valentina?
Well, Valentina's the head of the Alto family, so kind of by extension, I don't know if there's like any like infighting amongst there, but that was the source of the blood. But I know where Professor Sharpbeak's being kept.
Let me guess. The Blackside prison?
No, actually, she's still on campus. You see, the teachers, they still need their blood for when the potion wears off. So they can't be kept too far away.
Would that be the same case with one Nora if you ever met her?
Yeah, Nora's there.
Little Nora Woo?
Yeah. I mean, we're the same size, but yeah.
She's like a freshman, is it?
She is, well, it was, I don't know. Nora was taken pretty early in the school year, kind of like first week of school of her freshman year.
Yeah,
They needed
Xander.
somebody who could, yeah. Xander and Grayson. She kind of gets quiet. But I know where they're keeping Sharpbeak.
Okay, so we
Oh,
bust up the
Is there
second
one?
Black Site prison, the one on school grounds. I have a question for Dad. Why would the armies not just follow us to school?
I was going to say, I had that
well,
question as well.
To answer your question, they very well could. Especially if
Great. Okay.
if they know that you were there and we don't put back into power those members of the school.
Which would take a lot of time.
Not necessarily. If we can get Sharpbeak back in power, she has the authority. There's a lot of power that comes with being the dean of that college. She could.
I don't believe you with Sharpbeak. I'm sorry. I don't believe you. I don't believe that she's going to help us. I'd sooner trust the Archdevil.
Well, the sharp beak that
course
you
you would.
know is not the sharp beak that I know.
I think it's just ruined. There's no way. And then, like, and if there is a real shark beak and they are innocent, this lovely person you say they are, like, sucks that we have this thought about them, but like, I don't know, psychologically cannot trust.
Where are
But
the other
in any
people
case-
you could petition to as the dragons of the college themselves?
I mean, I do
Well, you
want to
know,
have
that means-
a chat with Varel Lang, so that is in the cards. But in any case, I do think there's value in getting the school back on our side because hell's knows we don't have many allies these days.
We're not great at making friends.
Somehow I always think. Turning to Lorraine, what are you going to do now? Are you... I mean, we've been in this, for lack of a better term, shadow war for nearly 2 years now. I don't know how long you've known about all this, if this is just really new events since you got bitten, but what are your plans to do going forward?
Well, my first plan is to go and make sure Aurora's okay when we get back. She tried to stop me from hurting other people, and I ended up hurting her. But after that, I want to kill this alpha motherfucker.
Hey,
I
I'm
never
down to
want to
help
be
out.
violated again. And I want to make sure they never violate anyone again.
Yes, Lorraine.
Well, that's glad to hear that.
And you know what, Lorraine? I do appreciate
Oh,
hearing
no.
that. But just know that this is what we've been dealing with for the last 2 years about. And I was also dealing with Aurora's bullshit.
I'm
Keep
sorry
that in
that
mind.
you had to go through all of that. That must have been incredibly difficult.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She went feral
And
like
what-
4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've seen more feral Coco than non-feral Coco at this point.
When we first met Coco, Lorraine, I'm pretty sure she was a cleric of Soon, and that has long since sailed. That god has abandoned her. No offense, Coco.
I remember.
Oh. So, I don't mind you helping. But just know, one thing wrong, you're
I
gone.
think the next plan, if I could recommend, is if we get Sharpbeak and the other professors out, get them back on campus, we might be able to cleanse the campus and at least make sure the cult is no longer on there in a direct, authoritative way.
You know, so we know that most of the teachers or most of the faculty are, at this point are either in cahoots with the cult or have been replaced by people who are in cahoots with the cult. How
Not
about
all of
these
them. Some
student
of them are not compromised.
Sure. Do
Just
you know about the
people
student body?
influence. Students are
You know-
typically where the Auric recruited, and this is actually I doing Lorraine's voice, but this is Cordelia's father interacting or jumping in. Students are typically how the Auric used to recruit outcasts, students who are recently expelled, those that are misfits, losers, as Theo puts it. Except for actual losers, the cult doesn't like them.
Morkai's glancing at Tony.
But they are
We're checking.
a vast majority of the students are not usually this easily swayed. Xander and Grayson probably were exceptions, though. Xander has tried to make recompense in the last little bit.
I think he just wants to die. So
I know why Grayson joined. Do we know why Xander joined? Did he ever say?
I feel like he told me something, but I kind of wrote it off as being stupid.
well, probably was stupid. So do we have? So
And-
sorry, Lorraine, we did cut you off. Where on campus is this Black Site prison? Is it there? I know they have a hideout there. Is that it?
It kind of goes back to the swamp.
Of course it did.
I was literally gonna say that, but I'm looking through my notes trying to figure out if I actually know what Xander is talking about.
Swamp. You're not talking about the Eldritch Bomb Factory, are you?
Yeah.
Wait, like the prison we found McGuxer in freshman year?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! Why didn't we think to go back there?
Well,
I think at one point someone did, and there was nothing there.
I think the last time you guys went back is when you guys went to go confront McGuxer, and then he transported you to the mountain fortress.
Lorraine, how did you know about that?
Because I'm being played by God right now.
Oh, okay.
She was very briefly on the inside. She picked up things.
Well,
They
a
just
lot to
walked
pick
over.
up on.
Hey, Wolf,
Like,
here's the key of our plan.
She's
No.
smart.
We'll say that was actually Cordelia's dad piping in and him going, "You guys are legends in there, man. You guys got out." All the prisoners are like, "What the fuck? We can too." And then we're severely beaten and punished.
it wasn't that hard, and also it wasn't that long ago. It was like, 36 hours ago.
You were gone for like a week.
Yeah, but, well, it didn't feel like that to us. It felt like about a day.
No, just kidding. Basically though, Lorraine describes that it's inside that same place where the Eldritch Bomb was held. Is where the teachers are being held.
Okay. We can go back. We can go back to campus. We just have to move quickly and quietly to release the teachers and clear our name. And we have a couple
Can't let them
places we
see
can
me.
hide
They're
out.
after me.
I have a bit of a hideout in the caves. I think it's under Witherbloom campus. It's not exactly, the Four Seasons, but it is, secluded and no one knows about it as far as I know.
Witherbloom campus is where the swamp is located.
Thank you, very helpful.
Yeah, I forgot how nice it was to have someone who was really smart in the group.
Maybe if we hadn't spent 2 years antagonizing them.
Yeah, remember she used to help us pass our tests, man.
Literally nothing I did would have changed. Like, literally, she could have just stayed in the group.
At least she tried. You were the one who told her to go away.
I never said that. I did like a
Meg said, "Roll the tapes."
I said
I
I
guess-
wanted to be friends.
I was gonna say I don't have my other notebook, but I vaguely remember your exact words being like, "We're not friends."
Turning,
I
Nice,
was
turning
saying
back.
we were
But you didn't have
only
to
friends.
listen.
I just friend zoned her, and then she made it weird.
Lorraine just kind of sits
Two
there
very different
staring
memories
off.
of Oh no.
Tyson, turning back to Cordelia's father because I have more questions for him. My first question is, do you know where we can get ourselves back to the school? Is there like a portal that isn't in your castle that we can use? That's the first question. The second question is, if all else fails, do you know if like is there anyone in this kingdom or Cadovia, as far as you know, who has a way to get into the hells? And then my third question is what he's gonna do.
What? I'm confused about the third question. What? Who's gonna do?
What Cordelia's father is going to do now. Like, is he gonna follow us? Is he gonna find a place to hide? Is he gonna go back to Valencia?
I think the best thing for me to do is to try and round up as many people as I can and form a resistance to whatever's happening next. I still have some political influence given my career. While I don't feel like I am the leader, I do feel like I am the most able to accomplish this message.
The best ability is availability. And you're
I do still need him
available.
to break my contract. You are here.
I don't know if he has access to the Hells, but I have not heard of any plans to go there in my time at the table. In terms of how do we get back to Strixhaven, I don't know how without some sort of magical aid or device.
Helpful zone.
There might be someone.
How do you commute to the school? Cordelia, how did you commute to the school?
Through the portal in my closet.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
You used it to get back here. Why is that a surprise?
Somehow you were surprised you had a portal underneath your bedroom in your dorm. I don't get you.
Okay, because we installed one. I did not install the other. Why are you blaming the victim?
More guys just gonna stare at her flatly because he doesn't think she's a victim in all this. Okay, so we gotta get back to the
Morkai's
school.
this close to turning Cordelia into a villain.
Raylo has many connections, especially in these kingdoms. He might know of a way. And he stares back at Raylo.
Dumont might know something.
Dumont might very well
That
indeed
he's,
know
like,
something.
Disassociating.
When he's come to, I think he might be of service to us. Circling back to breaking your contract, that would be one thing that could hinder Exodus's plans. You see, if you break your contract, he would have to find new blood of a new heir.
Like yours, or
Mine was not pure enough.
is there another heir that we don't know about?
Cordelia have a sibling?
Right?
You don't have a sibling. But there was always a rumor of a broken branch in the family. One that could potentially yield fruit. You see, you have an aunt, and I have a sister. She ran away when we were very young. When she found out what she was to become.
Oh, so she was actually told ahead of time.
She followed in a lot of the same footsteps as you. But my father thought she was more committed, and I think shared more directly with her what the plans were. I think he learned from that experience, and is the reason why you were left so in the dark.
Actually, you're the reason why I was left so in the dark, but please continue.
Anyways, it would be a curveball for him to have to go and find his long lost daughter.
I'm assuming it's going to be no easy feat to break this contract, though, no?
There is a ritual combined, and it will be painful. There are some components that we need.
Yeah, I'm working on them. Fortunately, one of my components is currently non-responsive, so.
We need 3 witnesses. Someone who knew you before the pact, someone who has seen the cost of your patron's power, and then finally someone who believes in who you could become. We will also need a gift from your patron that we can burn.
That I have. But until Raylo deals with whatever's going on, I need him for the contract breaking.
What does he represent to you?
I mean, it was my patron that killed his mom, essentially. And it's the reason she went missing. So he knows the cost of that power.
I mean, for the purposes of expediency, I did see what he was doing to his mother in that prison.
Yeah, but it wasn't your mom it was happening to.
No.
Is there
but
anyone in your party that's seen the toll that this deal has taken upon you?
I feel like that could be anyone, yeah.
That might be all that's needed in order for this to work. I knew you before the pact was made. Is there anyone in the party that would want to act as Cordelia's proxy to the present?
Swear to God, Mordecai, if you raise your hand.
he's not. He's gonna wait. He's gonna let you call on him for this one. He's not begging for this. You are, if you need it.
Like, the proxy for what?
To see the toll that the pact that Cordelia's made with Exodus has taken on her.
I think at this one I will look at Tony.
Like I'm on the second cup of whiskey. This isn't something that's gonna be like recorded or anything, right?
No
no.
recording.
I'll not have to sign anything or nothing.
No, you just need to be present in the circle, holding hands around Cordelia as she mutilates her body.
See that?
Oh.
I don't think that was said before.
Yeah.
No, that definitely was not what was said before.
We.
Just kidding. That was just to see your guys' reaction. No, you just have to stand in the circle around
Poor guy was
Cordelia.
reaching for a bag of popcorn, and now he's like, oh.
That's
That's why
correct.
I've
More
got
not allowed to be
jokes too. Ha 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 ha.
I thought jokes were supposed to be funny.
What are you talking about? That was hilarious.
I did laugh.
No, Tyson is funny. Cordelia's dad is not.
And then, do you have someone who believes in who you are? Or who you could be?
I think I have one. She's not in here right now, weirdly. I don't know where she is.
Who's that?
To Josie and some just drinking black coffee and eating dry toast with Pidgey. Just missed all of this.
She's the only good one among us. Let's be real. But
Good as a matter of perspective, Cordelia.
she. No,
I'm
not in
nice.
this case.
Mordecai, I
I
wouldn't
didn't
be
say
so
nice,
hard
I
on
said good.
yourself. Raylo seems to believe in your goodness.
I never said. Hang on, I never said it wasn't good. I was saying good as a matter of perspective.
Well, then what's your perspective?
There are so many devils in the hells who believe they're good. Is all I'm saying.
Well, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Don't I know that?
In a beholder's instinct to turn people to stone and eat them, does that make it evil, or is it not good because it's following its instincts?
Yes, that is evil.
Yeah, just because it's following its instincts does not mean they are good intentioned instincts.
Does it know any better?
Again, that doesn't make it not evil.
If you're
But,
willing,
yeah.
we could embark upon the ritual tonight.
God, I am so hungover. But there's no point in putting it off.
The ritual needs to take place under the full moon. You are muted, Ian.
So,
I said, sounds like werewolves.
yeah, isn't that going to put us under? I mean, I know there's a bubble shield around this place, but isn't that going to put us in direct contention with a bunch of werewolves?
Well, if they come
I mean,
back,
you guys did your ritual under the full moon.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go through that again, Cordelia. That bite.
No one's asking you to, Mordecai.
I can fight the werewolves while you guys talk about your feelings and stuff. That way I'm helping.
Much appreciated for you.
anything that you guys would like to do between now and the ritual time?
Tony's
Vomit.
gonna turn to Cordelia and say, I hate to do this, Cordelia, but if I'm gonna be part of this ritual or something, I'm gonna have to ask for a favor.
I would have given it to you anyway.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You realize you don't have to ask for specific favors from friends, right? Friends just do things for each other.
Okay, whatever you say. Can I also go looking for Josie?
Yeah. You see Josie outside looking at the fresh forest air.
Hey, Sorry, I just want to make sure nothing snuck up on us again. And, getting some fresh air with Pidgey. Pidgey, say hi.
Oh, hey, Pidgey.
Hey, I'm smoking here.
Okay, thank you, Pidgey.
He's just taking a long drag on a cigarette.
I'm just feeding him some of the toast.
Hey,
Good toast.
you have any ketamine?
Okay, that's enough for you today.
I mean,
I like this bird.
Oh, okay. How are you doing, Tony?
you know, surprisingly better, I guess. You know, it's crazy what alcohol will do for your system, really. There you go.
Alcohol.
Oh god. Okay, thank you, Pidgey.
I'll get you some later.
I'm gonna get some now. And he leaves and he walks into the house.
That's okay.
Um,
I love him so much. You were saying?
yeah, he seems like a great guy.
He was little, like, what seems like yesterday. He just grows up so fast. Are you okay? You and Cordelia last night. I think we need to do something about the kerosene.
Oh no, I'll take care of that later.
Okay.
Just want to make sure we get somewhere safe, you know. After this ritual or whatever. Oh yeah, there's a ritual happening, I guess.
Okay.
Something about a contract and blood. I wasn't really paying attention.
That sounds like us.
You know, I've been meaning to say about, you know, the other day. I just wanted to say thank you. And to let you know that I think that you're pretty impressive too. You know, I haven't really seen anyone, you know, for a long time care about people the way you do. It's refreshing. Anyways, I should have said this before, but I'm also sorry for impersonating you without your permission. I know it's wrong, and I won't do it anymore. It's just you're just you know, Josie, I don't really know how to talk to you. I'm kind of afraid that if I do, I'm gonna tell you like everything, and I feel like if I start, I'm not gonna stop, and if I do that, then I'm afraid that you won't want to be my friend anymore.
Friendship isn't conditional, but you don't have to thank me for saying stuff that's true. You know, I was just telling you things that I think you have not realized yet. Maybe. And nothing is wrong. I do have a hard time talking to you sometimes too. I'm not really the most eloquent person. I spend a lot of time around Pidgey. Obviously, that's so. But you can. I mean, you're probably the reason my GPA is so high. So I mean, if you need to keep, you know, if it helps you, then you know, I give you permission. You're okay.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you said that. I really didn't want to stop. It's, you know.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh shit. I forgot. I got these a while ago, and then like Tony's gonna like pull out like an envelope with like a couple like tickets in them. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do anything other than, you know, fight this blood dude. But you know, I got these tickets for My Alchemy Romance. You know, if you wanted them for you and whoever, yeah, just as a, I guess, gratitude for I gotta stop like trading things, huh? Like friends just do things because they like other friends. Okay. I'll see you later. And then Tony's gonna
But
just
maybe
run back.
when
Oh,
before, well, I know we won't practice this for a while. I've been wanting to have a girls' day in the city, but if you want my family, I think you might really like my parents. You know, I think if you ever want to do this thing to me, you know, my folks and family. After this is all over, yeah, we're good. Drink more coffee.
that sounds really nice. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go summon something. If you wanna come with us or stay out here, it's pretty nice. The grounds, there's an empty table around here, some trees, as you can see. Okay.
With that, is there anything else that anybody else wants to do? As night falls, who all is going to go out and view the ritual? Perfect.
I want to.
You all head outside and you see that Cordelia's father has created a large basin of water that is shining directly underneath the moonlight. There is also a pillow with a dagger placed upon it. And he asks those of the past, the present, and the future to sit around Cordelia. Are you ready for this, Cordelia?
I mean, even if it was no, I don't think I really have a choice. So, yeah.
Well, if you're ready, then we can begin.
Oh God. I don't know what I feel about this, Cordelia.
What's the worst that can happen?
Oh God. Do you want me to like stab your dad if something like goes awry? Like, should I like stop him? Like, if any part,
Yeah, let's keep that on the back
if
burner.
there is like potential Cordelia body mutilation, would you like me to stop him?
Oh, that can be plan like C.
Okay. Maybe just like push him first.
Yeah.
Coco, I'm not going to mutilate her, but she does have to draw blood from the same hand that she made the pact with. Please don't stab me.
I'm gonna like bare my fangs a little bit and be like, okay. But I'm watching.
Step 1, and he hands you the dagger. You must draw blood from the same hand that you made the contract with.
Take the knife and I draw it across my palm.
Ugh, I hate that. I hate that.
Let the blood drip into the vessel of moon water. As your blood drips into the basin, you see that the bowl begins to glow. And you can start to see several runes that have been carved into this. Eventually, the blood mixes with the water, and it begins to turn black. A deep, deep black color. Cordelia, as someone who knew you in your past, who you were before
That would be
the
you.
pact was someone who is bright and happy and responsible. Someone who I didn't have to worry about the choices or actions they would make, because I knew that they would always make the right choice. I understand now the pressure that you were under. But you wore it with grace. And as he says that, he takes the dagger, pricks his finger, and drops it into the basin. He then hands Coco the knife. Coco, you must
Like
tell...
Tony.
Oh, Tony the knife, sorry. Miss Tony, you must describe how you've seen this impact Cordelia's life since making the pact.
The first time I ever met Cordelia was on a train going into campus.
That's right.
She wouldn't even shake my hand. Since that day, I've learned an awful lot about Cordelia. But mostly I learned it's bullshit being told what to do, no matter who's telling you what to do it or what telling you what to do. And the more life that Cordelia is living, the less she wants to listen to what anyone says for her to do. And I think that's pretty badass. So she should be able to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Prick your finger and drop blood into the bowl.
Do I have to use that knife?
Technically, no. You can use any kind of object as long as your blood goes in the bowl.
Okay, I'm just gonna like...
Now, as your blood hits the bowl, you see that another rune lights up. Now we need someone who believes in who Cordelia could be, and to describe for them how you see Cordelia.
I could. We've known each other for a few years now, and we've done, some what I thought were covert projects together and stuff. And I've seen you go from someone who kind of let the world tries to not look over at the dad, tell her what to do or how to live her life, to someone who is now trying to find herself and her own power. And I see someone who is strong and who can stand on her own. And yeah, is that what you need? I don't.
Beautiful.
Okay. And she'll flip a knife out of her boot, prick her finger, and drop some blood in. Is that?
As you do, you see another rune light. Oh, you can't hear me. As you do, you see another rune light up on the bowl. Now, Cordelia, you must express through song or poem or story who you were before the pact, why you chose to accept it, what you lost because of it, and now what you choose to become through it.
Well, I spent the day writing it. So, as I do this, I take off the diadem because I want my grandfather to see this. I don't care anymore. I was raised to be useful, spoiled, selfish, beautiful, charming, whatever they needed. And why wouldn't I be? I lived in luxury and I was given everything I ever wanted. All I had to do in return was a few small things. Sign a contract with the family patron, charm the royals, marry a prince. It seemed like a fair trade, a way to give back to the family and the kingdom I adored. Maybe I didn't notice the cost at first. And maybe it was because I've always belonged to other people. But over time, I lost the few things that were ever truly mine. Or at least the things I thought were mine. My blood, my naivety, my peace of mind, my love, and I let it happen. Because the people I trusted most, the ones meant to guide me and to protect me, and at this point I do look straight at my father, meant to protect their daughters, lied for years. And those lies led to pain, not just for me, but for anyone unfortunate enough to become close to me. Now people tell me I'm brave, that I'm strong, that I have my own power. And I've never believed that. If I'm honest, I still don't. But I have met new people, good people, people who show me what kindness looks like, people who risk themselves for someone who, at her best, still manages to insult the people she's trying to comfort. People who believe in what I can do, not just what I can do for them. People who choose to stand beside me, even when they've had every reason not to. And while I may not believe in myself, I do believe in them. So I am done letting other people live my life for me. I am still spoiled. I am still selfish. I am still difficult. None of those. Some things just never change. But people deserve the truth. They deserve someone willing to speak for them when those meant to protect them fail. I don't know if I'm meant to lead. I don't know if I'll ever be someone people truly need. But I'm willing to try. I was never given a choice. But tonight, this is what I choose.
Now take your patron's gift, place it into the bowl.
I take off my necklace. I do slide the ring off first. And then I put it in the bowl.
He takes a torch and he hands it to you. Ignite the flame.
Cordelia's hands are shaking so hard right now. And she sets the bowl on fire.
As you guys see this, and as the flame enters in, the black liquid in the flames grow from this deep red, this like maroon fire, until slowly you feel the heat intensify hotter and hotter and hotter until a pure white flame occurs. Then the fire slowly subsides. There's nothing left in the bowl but a silvery, cool liquid. Now, Cordelia, wash your hands as you wash your hands of the contract that you signed.
I reach forward and I do that.
As you see this happen, you feel almost a faint, like you get lightheaded and dizzy. And then you feel within you almost a warmth and a fire. And for the first time in a long time, you feel that your mind and your body and your soul are of your own command. And this becomes the new source of your bardic magic. As the ritual subsides, you glance over at your father, who is very softly crying. He turns to you and says, "I'm so proud of you. And I know that's not what you want to hear from me right now. But I am so proud that you have become so much more than I ever did. I love you. I know that that's not something you want to reciprocate, and I understand that, but I just want you to know that I do love you." And as he says that, he heads into the woods. You see Xander's flamed serpent land into a clearing. And he turns to you and says, "If you need me, all you need to do is call." And with that, Xander and him fly off into the night.
Why did him and Xander become so close?
Also, why did Xander leave just to come back?
He's helping, guys.
My dad
This is
made
what
it.
we talked about being nicer to people. This is what we talked about.
I literally just said I'm probably still gonna be mean.
For clarity, Xander is helping your father lead the resistance. I'm a good storyteller.
You are a great storyteller. No, it made sense why.
With that, you are now all level 8. If you hadn't done that level up before this week, you guys should definitely do that this week because it will matter. And then Cordelia, you regain all of your levels back and you can allocate them however you wish.
I'm finally not level 5 anymore, guys. I've been level 5 for so long.
+3.
The last thing I need everyone to do as you guys all make your way back into the house is I need everyone to give me a perception check.
And a dirty 20.
18.
13.
I got a 15.
14.
Good job, Chris.
25.
Josie,
Jesus.
you hear and smell it before anyone else does. As you see off in the distance, 4 grotesque looking wolf-like creatures standing at the edge of the forest. One of them has a giant fucked up hand that's longer than the rest of its body that it drags behind it. Another one has multiple heads that look like they are fighting for the same piece of meat and bone. And behind them, you see the Alpha standing and the Professor. It was so delicious for you to let us have our master take a peek at where you were hiding. Now, it's time for us to finish the transformation. Where is the perfected being? And his eyes snap over to Coco.
Bold name for Coco.
And that is where we're going to end tonight. You will all roll for initiative at the start of the next round.
So, Tyson, real quick, I just want to clarify. I'm not trying to refute anything. I'm just trying to clarify the situation. We were under some sort of shield that protected us, at least from the werewolves finding us. Is that gone now completely, or is that still there?
It's still there. It's not like an invisibility. It's more like a protective moon barrier. So it stops them from being able to like enter in. So kind of similar if you played Baldur's Gate to like how in the inn and the Moonlight Inn. Yeah.
Oh, the last
It's
light,
very very similar to like that kind of situation. So it's not that the horrors can't see in, it's just that they're unprotected now. So you will roll initiative, but you are correct that the barrier is still up.
Okay.
So we're trapped, basically.
Okay, so hopefully Dakin is here because we are going to need a freaking paladin or two. If we're going to fight them.
Please.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Let's hope Dakin quits his job. Woo!
Oh my god.
Actually, though.
He does need to find
You're at
something
Walmart.
better.
But he lives in the middle of nowhere. What else is there?
I used to joke all the time that the only things to do in Thatcher was drugs, Walmart, or get pregnant, so...
Well, you could try pregnancy, I guess.
I really hope he doesn't.
All right. Well, Chris and I are flying back next week, but we should land around 5 AZ time, so we should still be able to play. I'll keep you all posted, though, in case TSA coming out of Missouri is terrible. So
I want to drive.
Yeah, let's drive from Missouri to Arizona.
Hey, I have been flying, and I have not seen any issues with the TSA since the government shutdown happened. I've been flying like a lot. So
What Sky
Sorry, what
Harbor?
country are you in? What country are you in?
well, now I'm in another country, but before that, the government's been shut down for like a month and a half.
Remember, Danny, you actually don't have to come back.
Danny, just remember,
I might not.
you're in the future right now, so please tell us how it goes.
I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know.
Yeah, Danny is.
If you find
I should
those
be good
lotto
for next
tickets,
week. I'm gonna enter the New Zealand lotto. No, I should be good for next week. The week after, I think I will be flying and home because I will be, flying for 30 hours straight. Leave Monday, get home Monday. Well, not flying the whole time, but traveling. for 30 hours.
future not. All right, sounds
Time
good. You are a time traveler. This is what I tell Megan every time she goes to New York and she's 3 hours ahead or behind me, is that she's a future not. All right. Well, we will see you guys all hopefully next Sunday. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bonne nuit.